Hello, welcome to the 002 Bundum Boy channel. Today we will be talking about a Gambian musician that is well known in the UK area, Salieu.
Pussy, I don't own nobody. Front lines, all you see is cats calling. They only wanted up from me.
The journey of Salieu, the Gambian prince. Salieu is a name that resonates across the UK music scene, a Gambian British rapper who have defined the odds, navigating a turbulent path marked by hardship, violence and redemption. His story is a tale of survival, cultural pride and artistry, blent with raw grit of his life. In a creative documentary, we journey through his life from the young beginning in the Gambia through the streets of Coventry to the peak of his musical success and the darker chapters of his crime and violence.
Broski, I've been gone for holiday, but still make it back to you.
The dusty red art of the Gambia glows under the afternoon sun. We can hear the distant hum of the village life, children playing, elders speaking in Wolof tongues and rhythmically pounding on drums such as djembe and other African instruments. Salieu was born in 1997 into a proud Gambian family with deep connections to their culture and heritage. His mother, a very strong figure to Pa, works tirelessly to raise him in a place where opportunities are few but hope never fades. Although his father was absent in his former life, casting a long shadow over the family, these early moments captured the essence of the land Pa came from, the ground force that will refine his music. At the age of 8, Pa was brought into a new world, Coventry, England. Cold grey skies replaced the warmth of the Gambia. The streets were filled with towering buildings and the alien sounds of the urban jungle. Coventry streets offer little mercy for immigrant childs, especially ones with thick accent and dark skin. Pa was introduced to the reality of racism, bullying and marginalization. His initial years in the UK are the battlegrounds where his survival means adaptation, and young Pa learned the codes between switching from different cultures.
At 5:30 this morning, being like, make sure you take it.
Baby, I'm past.
The documentary interweaves this early experience of poetic shots of Coventry's roughest estates, where Pa would later make a name for himself. We see him blending into street culture, gang affiliation and survival. As a teenager, Pa turned to his music. His love for storytelling, rhymes and cultural booms him into the passion of grime and drill music, popular in the UK underground scene, with lyrics that reflects the harsh realities of the surroundings and the indefinite talents of his blending Gambian roots to his sound.
Hold on, give me a second.
It's not out there, it's not raw, you know what I'm saying?
Allergy to the BS. Allergy, 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 allergy. Allergy, allergy. Mama business ya kamala suka. I'm suki kila buka yosaka. Yeah. That's it.
God damn, man.
Let's go.
Another one.
Shine. But his music wouldn't be just enough to shield him from the street life of Coventry. Pa finds himself into situations where he could never imagine, witnessing stabbings and getting involved in robberies and carrying the weight of the city's violence on his shoulders.
Salieu, gay, the Gambian British rapper.
Gambia rapper.
Gay Molemati Mialonko has been sentenced.
Salieu's friend, Fidel Glasgow, was stabbed outside. He later died in hospital.
The documentary doesn't shy away from the darker aspects. Footage of Coventry street corners, surveillance footage of his encounter with law enforcement, and interviews of those who knew him during those days paint a complex picture of the young man who was caught in between two walls. A pivotal moment arrived in 2019. Pa's close friend, AP, is killed in a senseless act of murder in the streets, which devastated Pa. Pa is forced to confront the trajectories of his life. We see raw, emotional interviews with Pa reflecting on his loss. The rise to fame, the success of Frontline catapults Pa into the national spotlight. The generation speaking on behalf of the forgotten in the system, blending his Gambian heritage with a harsh reality of growing up in the urban Britain area. His sound is unique, a mix of African melodies and the British grime, reflecting his dual identity. As his music gained traction, Pa's life changed. Just as his career is reaching its peak, Pa is caught up in a violent incident in 2021 which leads to his arrest, accused of being involved in a mob attack in Coventry. The documentary portrays this moment as a tragic. Pa, who was caught up in these hard times, had to leave the streets life behind him to find himself back into jail. We see footage of him in courtrooms, interviews with legal experts, and the public mixed reactions. The documentary dives into the broader context on how young black men in the UK are often trapped by systematic violence. Salieu's story is not a story that is just about him. It is the story that is reflecting on countless young people navigating in the same struggle, torn between the heritage and the realities of the streets. Pa's journey reminds us that survival sometimes means choosing between two impossible paths that can truly lead you to success and also damage you. Till next time, thank you for watching 002 Bundum Boy. And click on this video if you're still watching to see the evolution of music in the Gambia from the 70s to current state. And please subscribe to the channel, which motivates me to make new videos.
This is mad. This is mad.
Back from minutes in the slammer, you see, disappear back again, Machiavelli, you see, I was dying in a cemetery, you see, I like 6 sugars in my tea, you see, sugar you are sweet like honey, you see, brave Maggie you my super ganja, you see, I'm in the back smoking super ganja, you see.
Aye, look at me.
No evil can touch me.
The Lord will punish those He did allow me to grieve.
Step off free, so I forward clean. When they raid mommy, I felt so dirty. For the murder of my brother AP, that shit fuckery. They want me to sin.
Stay free, never closer to the light. You know, yeah, just ignore the bad vibes. Don't sleep, it's sad. Still alive.
First wanna fling book off for me. I just tell God just look after me, please. Cause they don't wanna do God for me. They tryna give sentence like half a tweet.
It's straight, but the money love me in the strip. Look at the bum, front line, still some blessed. Don't mind turn us men. Hey, but the money love me in the strip. Look at the bum.
Same energy, you do same.
You must always remember.